Y'all, so I needed a fluffy story or something juicy because my stories and my tags have been kind of heavy. So this is definitely a story time story. This woman right here, April, she is getting married after matching with someone on match.com. She's getting married literally 30 days after meeting this person. And people are talking. People are definitely talking. But, but this is a grown woman. She says she is 47 years old. He is 52 years old. And she says that people have been warning her, talking about red flags and love bombing. So this is a grown woman, and she is going into this with her eyes wide open. She said that the women that are swooping in to talk about love bombing and red flags are just miserable bees, and she is into this. So we're just talking about it simply because we're talking about
Have you ever fell in love with somebody you never met in person? Well, I think that's happening to me right now with this dude that I met on Match.com like 3 weeks ago that I'm meeting tonight for the very first time. That basically is already my husband. Girl, it's me. 30 days ago, I met a man on Match.com and we're getting married. Let's get into it. I'm at home doing my thing. If you saw the first part, then you already know. I don't even need to be modest about it. I still believe in love. This is the side of TikTok where we still believe in love and magical things are happening and we are not angry at the fucking world and think everyone is out to get us. That is not what we're here for, okay? We're here for all the giddy feelings and the authentic love connections. And those of you who watched part one, I met the guy. We matched on Match December the 6th. We talked December the 7th. I didn't see it until December the 7th. And we met on December the 29th. Well, before we met, which he came to my party, I was like, we had already was like, we getting married. And it felt real from the fucking beginning. And here's the thing. It didn't even feel, let me turn my light on. There we go. It didn't even feel weird. Okay? It didn't even feel weird. It felt like it's supposed to be happening. So he comes here on the 29th, about 2 or 3 hours before the party. I open the door. Let me take you to the door. I open the door. Oh shit. I almost fell. Said door, okay? I open the door. We're standing right here. We're hugging and kissing, doing all the things. Look at my Ivy. She's so pretty. Doing all the things. And I honestly, my heart was like, I don't even know if my heart was present, okay? I don't even know if my heart was present. It just was feeling like numb. Because I was like, is this really happening right now? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, is this really happening right now? So we get dressed for my party. I live in a high rise in Houston. The party was on the 47th floor of my building. We get dressed. I had I guess it's about 40 people that was coming to town for this party. It was a Gatsby themed party. He was in a tux that I had picked out. I wore this cute ass dress. If you haven't seen it, it's in the other videos, girl. Just go on my page. The way he was looking at me, let me tell you something, okay? I'm 47. As a single 47-year-old person, I just was like, it's been a long time since my heart felt so much love and like real desire for a person. You know what I'm saying? Because I can kind of in a dating space operate like a dude. Like I don't really get attached easily. Like I could see you today and never see you again. Okay, and I'd be perfectly fine. Never talk to you again. We're good. But this was different. And when he came, he looked exactly like all the video chats that we had, exactly like the pictures. Um, and he was still sure. So we have the party. I was fucking wasted, okay? Because I was having a good time. Me and him was having a good time. He fit right in with my friends. And so you need to know, okay, so let me tell you about Barbados. So now this is the 29th, okay? So for New Year's Eve, which was going to be the 31st, of course, I was going to Barbados because I had already had a trip planned with my girlfriend and her boyfriend. Well, I asked him, did he want to go, but he couldn't, okay? and for conflict, and he didn't know about it. So I was like, okay, well, I'm going. And he took me to the airport on Sunday morning. His flight left Sunday, that late, early evening. And he was sad. He was like, I'm sad to see you go. We talked the whole time. On New Year's Day, and then in Barbados, I went to this fabulous party. It was amazing, but that's a whole nother video. I woke up on New Year's Day to 3 housing options for houses to choose from because he wants to get a new house for us. And him telling me that, just casually saying, I'm going to the grocery store and I'm going to find a jeweler. And what he said to me was, I never want to spend another New Year's without you. And he said, this will never happen again.
Now, since April's video was going so viral, this woman, this pretty lady with this coral tank top and this pinkish colored makeup, she's actually the ex-girlfriend to the 52-year-old man, the one that's about to marry April. Her friend, which is the bigger picture, she is telling the story about love bombing. So if you're on my YouTube page, I'm going to make sure that I give you all of these videos because, like I said, we all need a little juiciness, a little real live soap opera. We just do.
30 days ago, I met a man on Match.com and we're getting married. Let's get into it.
So last night I saw that TikTok video. And before I continue with my video, I want to make it very clear that I have discussed the situation with my friend and she has given me permission to talk about it here on TikTok. So last night I saw that video and I'm like, this gentleman looks like very familiar, but it's a side view, so I'm not really sure. I sent the video to my girlfriend. My girlfriend calls me. She's like, that's my ex. I was like, are you sure? She's like, that's my ex. Mind you, she dated this man for 9 months, so she knows what he looks like. Either way, because it's a side view, I'm just like, I'm not really too sure. So I went to the woman's page and I zoomed in on the WhatsApp communication on his profile picture, and I can clearly see that that's him, but he's going by a different name. So I start to tell my girlfriend the name, and she cuts me off and she completes his name, and she was like, yes, that's his middle name. His family calls him by that name. However, she always preferred to call him by his first name. So, like, my mind is blown because I'm like, this man is really recreating y'all relationship. And he appears to be a serial love bomber. He contacted my girlfriend December 27, 2022 via Instagram DM. Her birthday is December 29th. This man sent her, money for her to go to the spa and sent her money for food for her birthday. Within 1 week of communication, he already told her that he loves her. He continued to give her gifts, send her gifts because they live in different states. He continued to make sure that he was in constant communication with her. Like, she really felt like this was the real thing. Spiritually, emotionally, like everything just felt like this was great. This is happening for her. It was so serious that he was actually asking her to, come and move out there. He wanted her to stop her master's degree that she was doing in the state that we're living in and come move where he lives, and then she will be able to continue her degree there. And he continually asked her to the point that she got upset, and she told him no, she's not going to do that. And it was insensitive because she has obligations where she lives and she's not willing to just ignore those things. And so he eventually apologized to her for that, for being so pushy about her moving out so quickly. So they continued to stay together. Things were really, really serious. She met his mother, she met his children, he met her family, he met her children, which is a very big thing to her because she dates, but no one gets to meet her children. And congratulations to my girlfriend. She actually graduated December 2023 with honors, coming off of a relationship that she honestly didn't see that was going to end. She, in fact, was at his place in, I believe, around Labor Day. And because they were picking up furniture and they were really setting up for her to make that move to come live out there. What I am pointing out is that when somebody comes to you and they want to tell you that they love you, they want to make it seem like you're the best thing for them, and it's a very short period of time, I think it's very important for you to be cautious and then for you to think about Are they telling you these things because it's you, or are they telling you because it's them? I see similarities to what this woman has shared. And I also like even visually seeing certain similarities. This is actually a picture of my girlfriend, and I just see like this as a lot of red flags. And all I can say is that, ladies, just be careful, pay attention. It's great to feel love, it's great to feel wanted, but that love bombing thing, you have to understand where it's coming from, and usually it's coming from them, and it's not really about you. So that's my story time. Actually, one last thing. I'm not saying that this man didn't love my friend, nor am I saying that he does not love this woman. It's just you cannot ignore the red flags. This man was with my girlfriend, a very serious relationship, that he was telling her that he's been waiting for her his whole life, that she is everything to him. And now, fast forward, a month and a half to 2 months later, you're already dating someone else. And now you're telling them the same thing, and you're actually engaged to them. Red flags are red flags. And that is the end of my story time.
Folks are invested. They are in these comments. Baby, the algorithm cutting up because I've seen her stories and now here we are. Somebody's like the FYP going FYP. And if you are on YouTube, the FYP is the For You page where, things just pop up for us to watch. Okay, so this person says the tea is boiling. Absolutely. And then somebody was like, not the 30-day fiance. So yes, this is literally the 30-day fiance. Okay, so here's April. She said that she had invited this man who lives in North Carolina to her party. And when he came to Houston, where she lives, it's the first time she had met him in person. And someone was like, are you alive? And April was like, yes, we're alive. So then April posts a picture of her in her party dress with her boo. And she posts them getting a little PDA time at the party as well. So that is this story. If you are on TikTok, obviously you can just go to this woman's page. She is giving the rundown on how she went from matching him to from matching him to having him come down to where she lives, to the fact that she is getting married. She is giving her love story. For me personally, like I said in the very beginning, this is a grown woman. People are in her comments talking about love bombing, red flags, whatever. She knows she is not going into this as some 20-year-old naive woman. She said that she has been married before. She knows. Okay, bet. But this is just some tea for us to sip on and be a little entertained with, something a little bit fluffy or a little bit lighthearted, so that, because some of these videos and some of these posts and stories that are going around now, definitely a lot heavier. Might as well get some 30-day fiance reality show type of vibe going on. Go ahead and let me know what you think. Don't forget to like, comment, and share.
We all right, friends? Okay. So the stitches are stitching. So I'm responding to, obviously I can't respond to all the stitches, but there's been lots of stitches about my relationship and his ex and women that he's dated and all the things. And Lord, I hope to God that none of my exes start coming out, because I'm in trouble. Okay, I wrote notes because the way my ADHD be acting up. Okay, so one of the videos I saw, and I'm not tagging any of the people because there was a lot, I don't know. Some of them was positive, some of them wasn't. So many people are like, she's crazy, she's delusional, this, that, and the third. But I want to take the time to really respond to the one about the ex. And first of all, I appreciate the friend because she was really respectful, and I think that she had good intentions in the video that she shared. And before I met my boyfriend, he had told me, we both had talked about our exes. And I told him about my ex. He told me about his ex. He told me that she was beautiful and that she was pursuing higher education. I want to say it was a master's degree, but I can't exactly remember. It's either master or medical. It started with M. He said that she was a good mom and that she really wanted
to stay in the city that she was in for stability for her kids, and she did not want to relocate, even though they had talked about relocating and having and potentially getting married. They had those discussions. He said that that they had been dating for, I think he said 10 months, maybe something like that, and that they had met each other's families and all the things. And I told him about my exes and all of that, and he didn't have anything negative to say, but he had told me about that. So the stitches and the things that were being said wasn't alarming to me. Now, the thing that I think that people want to be alarming, and they want me to be like, red flag warning, is that the women that have dated him said that he treated them the same way. And I really have to be honest about this. Y'all ready? Because I got a confession to make. I'm basically the same person with all of the people that I date. Like, I'm funny the same. I rub their backs the same. I get the massages the same. It's a lot. That's very similar because it's just me. It's just who I am. So, one of my ex-boyfriends, we had this conversation, and not today, but when we were dating, like years ago, because I've been broke up with him for several years now. But we talked about that, and he told me, he was like, I treat everybody the same. So I'm not really alarmed by that. Like, people have a rhythm in how they do things. If a man is chivalrous, he opens the door for all the women. If he isn't, he doesn't. If he helps women with their bills, he probably helps you and the last woman that he was with. If he, will help out with the kids and the last woman, he probably helped her too. So I don't really see that as a red flag. And mainly because, people are like, well, he just broke up with her in October. I'm like, I'm so glad y'all don't know what I was doing in October, because I was single. I started a whole podcast about my dating life. So I got a lot of stories, and I went on a lot of dates, and I'm 47, we old. So we got a lot of life, and we done a lot of things. Now this is something that me and him also talked about. If it don't work out, we just gonna break up. If it doesn't work out, we just gonna break up. But I'm willing to risk it. He's willing to risk it. So if it doesn't work out, we just break up. But I don't have anything negative to say about any women at all. I'm just not gonna, because, at the end of the day, so many of us have been through a lot in our life, and we have put up with a lot of shit. We've overextended ourselves. We've been overcautious. It still didn't work out. We've been undercautious. It didn't work out. We prayed. It didn't work out. We prayed and it did work out. It's like, I just can't live my life in fear or scared of what might happen. I really live my life in a way that it's just the possibilities of what could happen. And I just live in possibilities. So I can't really go down the rabbit trail. And people can, and here's the other thing too. Someone said she's going to delete all the negative comments. I don't have time. That's not anything I would do. So if people have negative things to say, that's them and their energy, because I'm really a stranger. You know what I'm saying? And if people have positive comments, then that's them and their energy. That's where they're at. They feeling good. They're feeling optimistic. They feeling hopeful. And that's not everyone's story. And I get it, because I wasn't always this positive and optimistic. Or for some of y'all, like, she's delusional as fuck. Somebody said, they said that I wanted to be, I can't even think what they said, but it was funny. So I'm super excited. I'm giddy. And the thing I told him tonight too, cause we talked about it, I was like, I'm so glad to be connected to a man that is willing to have uncomfortable conversations about things. Like, this wasn't a plan. Like, I literally was just, y'all know the story. I was just recording little videos cause I'm over here in my feelings by myself, and so I'm glad to talk to someone who is open to and not defensive and honest and respectful. He didn't say anything that wasn't flattering towards his ex. And I can respect that. Because here's the truth. Like, I loved my ex too. I love that man a lot, foolishly. And when I was with him, it was good. And then it just didn't work out. And I healed and I moved on from that. So people can think whatever they would like because you're entitled to that. But I'm not going to spar. You know, I'm not going to go back and forth. Somebody said I was rude in one of the videos. I'm sarcastic as fuck. I'm an Aries. So, you know, if you rock it with me, you know, that's par for the course. But that's it, really. I don't really have a whole lot to add to the conversation. And I'm going to be sharing my updates. And I'm still doing my countdowns. And someone said something about moving. So let's just be very clear about the whole moving thing. Oh, excuse me, sorry. And somebody said something about WhatsApp too. I asked him to be on WhatsApp because I got an iPhone and he got an Android, and I don't like that. Them fucking green bubbles. I cannot. When I changed like the type of woman that I was and started attracting a different type of man in my life, and I don't mean just this partner, I mean previous partners too, then I started being treated differently. And when I look at all of them, they all treated me very similarly. They all open doors. They all pay bills. They all buy flowers. They all buy gifts. They all take me on trips. And I think that's normal. I think that's normal treatment. So I don't see those things as love bombing and red flags. I just see that as when you date men with means, they are able to do certain things that women like. And when a woman likes things, and men see that women like specific things, and they keep doing it to all of us. And that also goes for the negative shit too, you know? So anyway, thank you so much for being here. I am in a very good place, and I appreciate all of the comments, and I'm glad that this sparked such a colorful dialogue. Make the best choices for your life. And if we find out that, and then here's the other thing, and this is what I told him. I said, what if I'm the crazy one? Everybody is on him. It could be my ass. Oh, y'all have a good night.